Hi, welcome back. So in this video I just want to show you how I go about making bowls with lid, and the lid has a double purpose, and I'll show you that I'll explain that in a few seconds. This is order for a regular client from Netherlands, and so these are the maple bowls. This is something around it's slightly bigger than 6 inches, so the end result will be 6 inches diameter and 2 inches tall, so that's 150 mil by 50 mil, or actually slightly less than that. And here is 100 mil or 10 centimeters, so these are again the same blanks, and all of these are the lids. Now this is again from the same board. I just resaw it in two, and I have the 4 for the bigger bowls and 4 for the smaller bowls. For the lid, I like to do a double purpose lid, so you'll have, obviously when it's closed, like a bowl with the lid, but the lid can be used as a plate, and there will be a ring or some sort of a decoration on the outside, which can act as a foot, and inside will be smooth, and that way it can be used for a plate. The same goes with the smaller ones here as well. Now, apart from this order, this is again for the same client. This will be the big puzzle sphere. Hopefully this will be big enough for the cubes that he wants to put inside. This is the biggest chunk of wood that I have, that it's dry. This is mulberry, by the way. It's quite an old piece, so should be quite interesting. Now in this video, this will be several parts, let's say, not in any order, so the next video probably won't be about these bowls, and you'll see why. So what I like to do is, nevertheless, this is dry maple from the slab, and which can you buy at either a hardware store or a lumber yard, something like that, and what's available to you. And what I like to do, especially when I have the lid that has to fit over, not with every species, but maple sometimes can warp a little bit, even if it's properly dry. And what I like to do is rough turn it, much like a rough turn bowl, just a little bit thinner, since it won't move extremely amount, but it will move to some degree. And I'll rough turn it, and then I'll set it aside for 5 to 7 days, and then I'll finish turn. That goes for the smaller ones, although the smaller one shouldn't warp as much as these, if they will warp at all. So this is some sort of a precautionary measure that goes into my benefit, let's say, to stay as sure as possible. And this goes back to what I learned from old masters, because you would never brought, let's say, a board from the lumber yard straight into shop and immediately start cutting and planing and jointing and make joinery and everything. There was a procedure that you have to follow to get the best possible results and flattest boards. So what I learned was, you would brought in the slab, let's say, for, I don't know, making door. Then we would let the board acclimate in the shop for 5 to 7 days. Then you would rough cut everything, every piece that you have, that you need, and you would stack it and let it dry for a few days as well. And then you would start planing and do what you have to do in terms of joinery and so on. Even if some boards were like twisting a lot, we would leave them stacked, then join them roughly, and not to the final dimensions, and then we'll let it acclimate again for a few days, and then again join planing if you have obviously the thickness, and you will go through that process 2 or 3 times, and that at least stacks in your favor the odds that the boards will stay flat as they can. And one more thing, let me know your feedback in the comments. I bought the new microphone and I'm testing it out, and from what I can hear, it works much better. My voice is much clearer, and the noise of the lathe is in the background and not interfering with my voice. So, but just let me know your thoughts on this. So just clean this up, and I'll just show you a few rough turnings. So maybe one big, one small bowl, and the lid. So we'll start with the bigger one. So like I said, I'm quite curious to hear from you how the sound is doing in comparison to the previous videos with this new mic and new software. So the speed goes up, and the spindle gouge like so. That's enough for the ruffled shape. So just the sort of a design or the shape of the bowl that I'm after, and the foot is just slightly bigger than what I would need at the end result. So that can go out. Grab another one. So the reason I'm holding my hand here is to deflect the shavings that fly into my face, and sometimes some species like to just be sort of dusty. This maple isn't so dusty, but nevertheless it's annoying when it flies into my face. Here on the foot, on the bottom, doesn't fly as much. Again, slightly bigger than that I need. So that's two done. Just finish the other two. So this is bowl number 3, the bigger one, and we'll put the final one on the inside. So this is like 2-3 minute top for a bowl this size, so it doesn't take too long to hollow it or to rough shape it. just nick the corners, and that's more than enough to set it aside for a week and to do what it wants to do. So if it wants to warp, it will warp. If it doesn't, it won't warp. And but you stack the favors in your what's the expression? You stack the, I don't know. So you stack the card in your favor by doing this, and you do the best you can to stabilize the wood. So I'll just play the clip. I did one so you can see in pretty close in real time how much does it take to rough shape the outside and the inside, but I didn't have the mic clipped on, so it only was on a phone mic. So to show you that this isn't a very long process, so just to show you how long it does it take to shape the outside and then shape the inside roughly. Just to check. So that's the outside done. So I grab a bigger ball gouge. Okay, so that's okay, pretty even thickness. Just to nick the corners, and so that's 2-3 minutes to do the rough shaping of these. The big lids, I've done smaller ones and 2 big ones. So this is all I want to do on the outside. So just true up diameter and put a foot here. That foot will be used later as well. So again, spindle gouge. So that's number 3, big one, and final one on the outside. And now this will get in a chuck. So this is now the inside, and all I want to do is just bring a little bit of shape on the inside. Okay, so that's one lid done. So it's thinned down here. So here is, I can measure it. So that's around 10 mil here at the very thinnest place in the middle here, and once I get the outside here thinned down a little bit and put sort of a decoration here, it will be nice final thickness. Do the other one as well. Do another one as well. So at this stage nothing has to look pretty or be without any tear out. So again, that's around 11 mil, so that's all great. And let me just finish the rest of it and I'll show you the end result. So these are all done. So after just a few dozen minutes, so we have the lids for the big balls, and it will probably be overfit lid, so this will fit inside the lid here, and then I can do whatever I need to do on the lid itself. And now just to be clear, you cannot prevent the wood from warping. I did get a lot of questions like how do I stop cracking and warping on the green balls. You cannot stop warping. Cracks you can deal with, let's say, and in most cases you can prevent those from happening, but warping, you just cannot stop that, and it's just the natural property of the wood. And if somebody doesn't like that, then the wood item, the wooden dishes are just not for them. And it's not like embarrassing to say that to a client, and I get a lot of credits behind because I'm honest. I don't want to sell you a bowl just because to sell you a bowl. I want to be used, to be cherished, to be take care of. And if you don't like the smell of wood, if you don't like the occasional stain from the salad or the dressing, or I don't know, blueberries, then the wood isn't for you, and just save the money and get the, I don't know, ceramic, porcelain dishes. And but for those who like the natural feel and the benefits of the wooden dishes, and like I do, then warping is just a natural cause, natural thing, and the staining, the patina and everything is just what comes natural with wooden dishes, and it's not like it's toxic or anything like that. So it's just the stain on the wood, nothing more, nothing less. These, like I said, will be again a similar design to bigger ones, so they all match up as a set. And now you can put design here on the, or a curve, better say, on the lids here. I just choose not to, and I have enough time to think about the shape of the plates after these are a little bit dry, let's say, or they have time to acclimate. So I hope you like this tip. And this is my element. I really like doing stuff like this. So the batches of I don't know, you have 16 pieces here, and you all try to look the same, or at least you try to make them look the same. But as I did in a few videos, there are some tricks just to make it look as these are the same. And again, this is handmade stuff, doesn't have to be CNC precision, and the shape doesn't have to be in a millimeter exact. But obviously you don't want to make this a V-shaped ball and the other one like this bulbous shape. So just try to make them as best you can and equal or the same, the best you can. So again, let me know in the comments below what you think about this new microphone setup. I think it sounds much better and much more professional, let's say. But yeah, leave me your feedback, and we'll see in the next video, and this will be in a few weeks ready for video, and you'll see how these will turn out.